Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through with the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Two of Swords and it's in the reverse, but we have some air sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra or even an Aquarius. And we've got the Nine of Cups. And we have the Magician. With the Magician, we have some more Gemini energy, but at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress. So we also have some Libra energy with this, or even Taurus energy. So this Empress card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of nurturing a situation, trying to be able to work on something in order to be able to see things progress. I do feel like with this Empress card showing up over here, this energy does also feel like an energy of being able to work towards something that is going to be something quite beautiful and being able to envision that with someone. I do also get this energy feeling quite attractive. It does feel like being quite drawn to someone and also someone showing up in a very attractive way. This could be how this person feels about you or you may be feeling about them, but it does feel like an energy of being drawn to someone. And with this Two of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being quite decisive, especially where there is a lot of choice involved. This does feel like an energy of someone being in a space where it's like they're ready to decide. And I do get that with this Two of Swords showing up over here, this person is also conveying that through their words, through their communication. It does feel like having communication from somebody that feels like them also being in a space where it's like they're ready to make a decision or there's a decisive energy to something they have to tell you. I do feel like with this Two of Swords showing up in the reverse, this energy also feels quite open in addition to it feeling quite expressive. And this person also being in a space where it's like their walls are not something that is hindering closeness within this connection, and even being able to connect on an intellectual level. I do feel like with this Nine of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a lot of satisfaction on an emotional level. With the emotional side of things within this connection, this does also feel like being able to enjoy that depth within this connection with this person. I do get that with this Nine of Cups showing up over here. This energy does also feel like an energy of a wish fulfillment. So it does feel like it's something that you've been hoping for. When it comes to something you are getting, or that getting to a place where you want to get to within the connection, or even within the emotional connection, how it's making you feel for yourself. I do feel like with this this Nine of Cups showing up over here, this energy feels enjoyable, feels satisfying, and even the opportunity or being given a reason to be able to go out in a celebratory kind of a way, or even in a way that's like someone spoiling you or you spoiling someone, but it does feel like enjoyable energy. And I do feel like it's also translating to the emotional side of things and not just material. But with this Magician card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of you dealing with someone who's quite proactive. I do feel like this person may be someone who is very communicative. They may be someone who talks a lot, so someone who offers words, but also feel like they also offer actions and they're able to back it up. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the King of Cups and we have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of waiting for something, waiting for someone, but does feel like a sense of being in a space where there's a sense of waiting for something. With this Empress card showing up over here, though, this does feel like an energy of something that's worth waiting for. So I do feel like with the Three of Wands showing up over here, this energy does feel like that wait being something that is going to be quite satisfying when it comes to the result of what you're waiting for being something that manifests. I do get that with this Three of Wands. This does feel like an energy of actually manifesting, and this could also be the person, someone waiting for you, or someone so in a space where they are very hopeful about the future, but it does feel like manifesting energy. With this King of Cups showing up over here, though, this does feel like an energy of this person cares very deeply about you. I do feel like there's a lot of love coming when it comes to this person and how they feel about you. I do feel like there's a lot of sincerity in their feelings. And with this King of Cups showing up over here, this does also feel like a very intentional approach towards the way in which this person approaches their feelings and even expressing them in this connection with you. I do feel like this person also being someone who is like they may be someone who's used to really controlling the way in which they express themselves, their emotions, or the way they come across. So I do feel like with this person, it's like there's a lot that goes on beyond the surface when it comes to the way they feel, and they may know how to turn it on and turn it off as far as showing it. But I do feel like there's a lot of deep care and a lot of love from this person for you. And with this Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like an energy of actually wanting commitment. It does feel like wanting something long term, wanting something that's going to last. And I do feel like with this Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, this does also feel like a lot of potential for reaching that goal as well with this person or within this connection. With the Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like a sense of being able to really working hard, especially when it comes to being able to attain a goal. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel successful when it comes to being able to get what you're working for. But with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy also feels very independent. So it does feel like a connection between two people who are very whole on their own. And I even get that with that Nine of Cups, being in a space where it's like there's this sense of being very whole and coming together in this connection, almost like a power couple with this Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, and being able to really have a connection that complements each other's energies because of that. So I am going to clarify these cards. We have the Soulmate card. And we have Playfulness. And we have Worth Waiting For. So with this Soulmate card showing up over here, this does feel like this connection being a pretty strong connection that does go quite deep. It feels very real when it comes to anything you have with this person. And with the Soulmate card showing up over here, do you also get this person also feeling this connection as being that one that feels like a soulmate-like connection? With this King of Cups showing up over here, it also feels like this person has a lot of feelings for you. I do feel like those feelings they go quite deep for this person when it comes to how they feel about you. We do also get that with the Two of Swords showing up in the reverse. This also feels like an energy of this person being in a space where it's like they know that you are what they are looking for, what they want. So there's no doubts about it. With this Playfulness card showing up over here, this does feel like being able to have a connection that's balanced in also being able to have an enjoyable connection. Feels like fun, spontaneous energy, and also being able to have playful moments within this connection. And with this Playfulness card showing up over here, this does also feel like being able to have a connection that also, I do feel like being able to have opportunity to be able to explore an inner child side of you when it comes to linking up with this person. I do get that with this Ten of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy also feels like taking family very seriously or thinking about family in a serious way. This playfulness card showing up over here, this does feel like it could also involve children. But with this worth waiting for card showing up over here, I do get this pertaining to the Three of Wands. There is a sense of waiting on something or waiting for someone, and this could even have to do with distance in this connection, but it does feel like a connection that's worth waiting for. I do feel like divine timing being at play within this connection, and this feeling of manifesting something that you've desired or you've hoped for within this connection. I do feel like with this worth waiting for card is also pertaining to this Empress card showing up over here. This does feel like an energy of nurturing the connection, even from a distance, or even from a sense of a delay, and being able to have and see a lot of that energy, that effort that's being put into things, and that waiting energy being something that is also proving that the wait was worth it, especially where there are questions whether it'll be worth it. So you do get that with this card showing up over here. This does feel like being able to have a reason to see this connection as being one that is worth it, especially when it comes to waiting for it. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Scorpio.